Alright, this is my third time doing this voiceover. I'm gonna try to get it right this time. Bear with me. Let's see how this goes. Hello everybody and welcome to Piglet. If you're not familiar with my channel, nice to meet you. My name is Jessie. Before I begin, I want to thank everybody for the feedback that I got for the video game character video that I just did. It seems like a lot of you guys really liked it, and that makes me happy inside because I really liked making it. So I like the idea of doing more videos that have that style of doing like a grid type style of 9 different characters from some other thing, like some movie, some video game. I've had a couple of ideas already. Like one thing I want to do is different characters from Animal Crossing because there are so many characters that are in that game, and I don't know, I think that would be really fun. And then also, even just in general, Disney characters. I feel like there are so many Disney characters. Like if you imagine any Disney movie and you pick out 9 characters, like you can make several of those. So if you have an idea for something like that, or a TV show that I should do, or a movie that I should do, or a video game that I should do, let me know in the comment section below. And maybe I'll like the video game or the TV show or the movie too, and then I'll do it. And then I'll be like, so-and-so said I should do this, and I did it. And you'll see your username go across the screen and be like, oh my god, that's me. So before I dive into my little list of topics, I wanted to mention what you're actually looking at. So this is a commission drawing that I did of Mary Poppins reading to classic storybook characters. So we have Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Max from Where the Wild Things Are, Peter Rabbit, and Madeline. Normally, I shy away from commissions because, to be honest, commissions stress me out like no other. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure behind commissions, especially the ones when people say, will you draw me or my family? Because first of all, I always underquote this. Like I always underquote because I feel guilty. I don't know. I can't. I have a hard time. That's what I'm struggling with that in general. What if I draw someone, and this has never happened, but what if I draw someone and then they look at it and they're like, that's what you think I look like, and they get insulted, you know? That's what I'm always afraid of. So I really just would rather not do any commissions, but this one is kind of different because I heard the idea and I was like, that sounds really cool. That would be something that my subscribers would like to see. That would be something I could turn into an Etsy print, which I will. So I decided to give this a go. It took me 9 hours to do. This is actually the video that I said might go a little longer than most of my videos, so I didn't know if I wanted to try to squeeze everything into 10 minutes like I normally do. So this one might be a little longer. It sounded like some of you are interested in a longer video anyways. I know me personally, I like to just set up YouTube videos and just set them while I'm like doing my makeup and stuff. So the longer for me, the better, as long as it's interesting. Kind of like a podcast where someone actually told me once, and it was such a great compliment, that my videos are sort of podcasty with the voiceover, and I'm like, oh, thank you, because podcasts are my life. I love podcasts. So I've got a few new subscribers that I'm not sure if they came from my video game video or my Pokemon video. I don't know. I'm sure I could check the stats and figure it out, but do you guys remember that subscriber glitch that was going on that was like affecting really big YouTubers? I didn't think it was affecting my channel, but when I looked at my stats, it would be like, if you look in a time period, I would have like 500 new subscribers, but I would lose like 400, so then in the end I only made 100. So either people are really dissatisfied with my stuff lately, or it was part of the subscriber glitch, because if you looked at my stats from like last year this time, the ratio of subscribers to unsubscribers would be so much different, you know, it'd be so much better. So I don't think it was me. I hope it wasn't me. Either way, it's been a slow crawl this 2017. As I'm doing this voiceover, it's Wednesday and we are currently in the middle of a big snowstorm. If you guys live in the United States, you know what I'm talking about. I live in the Northeast. We're in Buffalo, New York. I thought we got away easy. I thought that we were done shoveling snow. February was a really mild month and I was so excited about it. I was like, oh, come on, spring. They even lifted the parking bans. But alas, here we are in March with feet of snow that I've already had to shovel several times. Touché, Buffalo, touché. Thankfully, we're not suffering as bad as some other people that are more close to the coast. So if you guys are over there, I hope that you, by this point on Friday, I hope that things are getting a little cleaned up for you over there. So a couple of things that I've been up to lately. What have you been up to lately, Jessie? Growing a scoby. If you guys aren't familiar with what a scoby is, it is the starter of kombucha. You can either buy one or you can grow it yourself, and I'm trying to grow one myself. I'm not sure how it's going. It's only been a few days, so I have to check back in a couple of weeks, but kombucha is incredibly expensive and it'd be really cost effective if I could just successfully make my own. So if you guys are a kombucha drinker, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what it is, it's a fermented like tea beverage that is supposed to be really good for probiotics and your digestion and everything, so it's definitely an acquired taste. I recommend if you are trying it for the first time to go for a lemon ginger flavor because that's usually pretty safe in my opinion. Those are usually the better tasting ones. Don't go for a berry, they're always nasty. So I want to tell you guys about an aha moment that I had, and if I've already told you about this, I'm sorry, I'm just going to tell you again. I have troubles with weekends because I feel like I should be working, but I also feel like I should be relaxing. So if I try to relax, I feel guilty because I feel like I should be working, but if I try to work, I feel guilty because I feel like I should be relaxing. So I recently had this thought and I was like, what if I took the weekends and I just focused on doing something around the house, like some household task that I've been putting off for like ever? What if I like devoted weekends to that and then I don't feel like I'm not working because I'm getting stuff done around the house, but at the same time I'm stepping back from my art kind of stuff, so it kind of lets you recharge? Because I have a lot of household tasks that like I never do during the week because I feel like I should be focusing on my like business work. So one example is covering my couch pillows. I want to do that with like new fabric and I haven't done that. I've been wanting to do it for like literally probably 2 years and I haven't done it because like where do you fit that in, you know? So I was like, what if I just made it like a goal every single weekend is one obnoxious task that I've been meaning to do. So I'm actually pretty excited about it. I tried it for a weekend and it really worked. Like normally on a weekend, I just sit there and stare at the walls and I don't know what to do with myself because I'm like, I can't work because I'll feel guilty and I can't relax because I'll feel guilty. So then I just like sit there and I don't do anything for hours. I actually don't like weekends. I think I just need more structure. I like having that schedule. So it's kind of like an epiphany that I had and I'm like really excited about it. One thing I've also been doing is reading Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game book. I kind of geek out when it comes to like money management. I don't know why, that really excites me. Like Justin and I keep a budget and we've been doing it for like the last couple of years and it just really excites me. Like following a budget makes me excited and it's funny because it's like most people it sounds like torture, but no, I love it. To me it's kind of a game. I thoroughly enjoy balancing my budget several times a week. I feel like there are two types of people in this world. Those who are on Team Tony and those who are not. And I feel like the people that aren't on Team Tony usually just disregard it and be like, oh, he's kind of a dork, personal improvement, blah, 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 what a loser. Man, I feel bad because when you're on Team Tony and you're seeing the people that aren't, I feel like you're missing out on so much in life. Like, I feel like you're really missing out. So I like love this book. I've been slowly making my way through it and like taking all these notes. What I've been really liking is that so far, everything that I've been doing already is, according to Tony, the right thing to do, so I'm really excited about that. And he now just came out with a new book, Unshakable or Unbreakable or something like that, and it's another money book, so I'm definitely going to read that one too. As soon as I'm done with this one, I'll read the next one and then figure out where I'm going from there. Formulate my plan. It gets me so excited that I can't read it before bed because I'll be up all night thinking, you know? So it's one of those things. So if you haven't read it, if you don't know what you're doing with your finances, if you avoid it because you think it's overwhelming and you don't even want to think about it and you'd rather just like ignore it, you should probably check out this book. I think a lot of people avoid learning about how to deal with their finances because they're kind of afraid, and it's one of those things where it's like they'd rather just not know and kind of be in the dark than take a look at what they've got and what their situation is. It's really not that scary. It's crazy because you get the exact opposite. Once you have like a handle on your money and you can clearly see where it's coming, where it's going, think of how much more confident you are in your situation. It's just made everything a lot easier when we're being approved for loans and stuff like that. They need to know certain numbers, and a lot of people would be like, oh, I have no idea how much I spent on X and Y 2 years ago. We can just pull up our Google Doc and be like, yep, we spent this much to the penny. So I don't know. I enjoy it. It's one of my things about me. In fact, I've thought about doing a video specifically about financial stuff and how we keep our budget and what our methods are and why I think it's so important, especially if you're considering being a creative entrepreneur who will have unpredictable income streams coming from possibly several places, and you need to keep track of everything and know how much you can actually afford to spend every month for your budget. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And if you are like 8 years old and I just bored the crap out of you, if you've made it this far and somehow listened through all of it, I'm sorry. But honestly, you're never too young to understand why it's so important to know where your money is going when you grow up. So, little tidbit for ya. Now that it's March, we are coming up on the end of the first quarter of the year, so I want to give you a recap on my New Year's resolutions that I had made in my Hello 2017 video. I'd only mentioned a couple, and the important one was that I was going to work on this picture book that I've been not been able to work on, and I've been putting it off, and it's been this really long road in this really dark doom cloud that follows me everywhere, telling me, you need to keep working on this book and you need to finish it. Currently, I have 4 pages left. My goal is to finish it in the first quarter. I'm not going to be able to make that happen, I don't think, because I have 4 pages left and I still have to do the cover, and then we want to do pictures for the bios, the author illustrator bios. The author was thinking maybe I could draw caricatures-esque type things of them. I just wasn't anticipating how much freelance work I would get in the beginning of the year, so that stuff has finally started calming down. Now that the Mary Poppins drawing is done, I have that whole chunk of time that I was putting towards Mary Poppins that I can use for other things. For a quick update on live streaming, I haven't even bought a webcam yet, so that gives you an idea. For those of you who didn't know, I was thinking I'd like to start live streaming sometime in the near future. Probably not until at least next quarter. But I can't tell you exactly when because it's just going to be one of those things. If you want to follow me now, follow me at Piglet on Twitch. I'll definitely make a notification when I live stream for the first time, and it's going to be rough and it's going to be scary, and I'll be quite honest, I'm scared to do it, and that's part of what's preventing me from going forward with it in the first place. I don't think I'm going to start live streaming until The Office is done, so I apologize for that if you were looking forward to it, and I just don't want to get your hopes up for it to be anytime soon. So we'll see how that goes. A quick update on our household. Thanks to the windstorm we had last week, we need a new roof ASAP, so goodbye thousands of dollars. What's funny is, we just got the new furnace and now we have to get a new roof, and it's I'm not really that worried about it. Part of it is because, hello, I have a handle on my finances. I basically just think of whenever stressful things happen, life is kind of like stocks. If you notice, there's always ups and downs. Every time things seem to be going really well, something throws a wrench in your plans and you're like, oh man, of course this just happened, just when things were looking good, you know? And a lot of people focus on that, but if you think about it, you gotta remember that it does the opposite too, so after the bad is always something good. I'm not worried about it because I know it's gonna go back up again. Pretty much what I've discovered is that adulthood is one step forward, one step back the entire time. So in that sense, you know that where there's bad, there's gonna be good. But thanks so much for joining me and listening to me ramble. If you like this video or you like how this illustration turned out, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment below letting me know if you made New Year's resolutions. Have you been checking in on them, or have you completely ignored them? I'm trying to be good about it. I'm trying to check in every once in a while. Also, if you have any ideas for any future videos that you'd like to see, let me know in the comment section below. One thing I'd like to do is a Draw My Life. I know that it's kind of that was 3 years ago that people were all doing that, but I have noticed a lot of people still do them regularly, so I didn't have a channel 3 years ago, and I think it sounds like fun. So I'm gonna give it a go. So I'll probably do that sometime in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.